Is it possible for the dead to roam the earth, or a locale, unaware that they are dead? I hear this sometimes. He doesn't know he's dead. She doesn't know she's dead. Well, this is a myth. The Church's councils of Lyon and Florence declared that immediately, and the word they use is mox, M-O-X, immediately after death, the soul is judged and goes to its eternal destiny of salvation or damnation. That is either purgatory, heaven, or hell. So there's no teaching that comes from the Church, or that comes from Scripture, where a person dies and doesn't know they're dead. I think it's kind of offensive for someone to be told that someone's dead and they don't know it. If it's a man, all he has to do is reach for his wallet and finds it's not there, he knows he's dead. Something's missing that's important in my life here. Sorry to be a little bit cheeky here, but there's truth to this. The dead go immediately to their place of judgment. Now, however, there are hauntings in places, absolutely. But this does not mean the dead do not go to purgatory, heaven, or hell. They do, but they bilocate. All right, this is important. The same dynamism occurs in the apparitions of Mary, Jesus, and saints. While it is true that immediately after death the soul is judged, God may, in special circumstances, forestall its judgment on account of the sacraments. The old 1912 Code of Canon Law allowed up to 2 hours for the priest to give extreme unction after the person's death. Also, we recall the case of Lazarus, right? He died, but he wasn't judged because God knew that he would be resurrected. So this was a special case where a person died, but they were not judged immediately. But this is not the norm. Also, we recall several saints, like Vincent Ferrer, who called people back to life. These people were not judged, therefore. There are over 400 documented cases of saints that raise the dead, and these include children, unbaptized infants, persons executed for crimes, persons raised to testify in criminal cases, or to testify to some religious truth. And as I mentioned, they include Vincent Ferrer, St. Francis de Sales, Louisa Picaretta, Blessed Cadog. I'm sorry, not Francis de Sales, Francis of Assisi. Jesus commanded these saints to do this in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 18, verse 8. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give.